Coming at you from the Steel City, you're listening to Poor Man's Podcast, Pittsburgh's premier comedy podcast. Your weekly dose of humor, hosted by Chris Hopper and with a new special guest each week. And here's your host, Chris Hopper. Woo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Poor Man's Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Along with me, as always, is the beautiful, is the wonderful, is the talented Shaylee baby. Shay, how are you tonight?
I'm doing fantastic today.
Yeah, you seem like you're having yourself quite a day so far. You've been all smiles, which is very different than last week.
That's very true. I wanted to murder Chris in the first 5 seconds of being here.
Yeah, I didn't really know why, but
neither did I.
I'm happy that you're happy this week, and we're both happy. Joining us as well, as always, we have the wonderful Danny Kaufman. Danny, how are you this week?
I am great. How are you today?
We're wonderful. We don't have Cheech this week, so I don't have the bullshit applause. There we go.
That's fine. We don't need it.
Hey, I'll be our applause.
Yes.
You guys can clap for me.
It is a vibe.
And that other voice that you probably know so well by now. We have Pittsburgh foodie girls, Michelle. Michelle, how are you this
I'm doing
month?
great.
Although we didn't have you on in February, I guess. But
Yeah, we kind of skipped February, but that's okay because this topic's relevant for St. Patrick's Day, so I think you guys are going to like it.
Well, yeah, we went from Valentine's Day to St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess we hit all the major ones. But before we start anything, we were here at 565 Live, Speakeasy and Stage. Stop down for music on Friday and Saturday. Stop down for comedy every other Thursday now, I believe. Right,
Yep,
Danny?
every other Thursday. So I think it'll be next Thursday.
Is that when it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I think there's one just this past Thursday.
Yes, I
I
think
believe.
you're correct.
Yes.
So I think it's I think it's the first and third Thursday of every month or
Sounds
whatever.
right.
Whatever you said is what's accurate. So there we go.
That's about right.
And comedy, like I just said. And comedy on Wednesday,
Yeah.
March 29th, Shay.
Hour. Not any hour.
That's absolutely right. Our
Hour.
live podcast, we will be here at 565 with guests. Shay, please tell them who's going to be here.
It's going to be Eric Nesby,
That's
Jeff Fieldhouse,
And Aaron Kleiber, baby.
Kleiber. He's like,
Kleiber,
yeah.
Aaron came on at the last minute, and I was like, fuck yeah, we'll take you. Absolutely, Aaron. Please stop by. So that's going to be awesome.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. It's $5 to get in,
Which is a steal.
which is a huge
Honestly,
steal.
it's
The
gonna
way
be
the
such a good
show's
show.
going, that
Let's
is
just talk
a steal,
about Eric
man.
Nesby, how he opened for
Matt Rife.
Come on. That's huge.
Incredible.
First
It
of all, he
is.
should be very proud of himself. Second of all, you should be very lucky to get in the doors on March 29th to be able to be in his
And
presence.
his picture's now on the improv wall.
Yes,
Oh,
it
wow.
is.
That is true.
It is.
So congrats to Eric, everybody.
Good for him.
But you know what? Cheech isn't here, but I'm gonna hit the rundown. We're gonna be very lenient with the sound effects in the video tonight because I'm doing double duty and
I
it's
just want applause
yeah,
every time I talk.
That's fair.
every single time.
Like,
But
whatever.
we have the rundown sponsored by Circuit City this week. We decided, so stop by there. Let's see. We have beers of the week as always. We have Michelle on tonight. We have the top Irish eats in Pittsburgh.
That's right. Yep.
Can you give us a little bit of a preview? I guess so. It's just anything Irish.
Well, I started out just looking for an Irish pub that had some Irish dishes, like authentic types of Irish dishes for St. Patrick's Day, and found out it's really not that common in Pittsburgh to have that. So we're just going to talk about what a pub is, where they can find authentic Irish food if that's what they'd like to have, and where the parties are for this week.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to that. Second half, we have Corey Brennan. Corey's opening a restaurant in Market Square. He sent over some pictures I'll show you guys in the second half when he joins us. Food looks beautiful. It looks really, really good. I'm definitely interested to talk to him. He's always a good time to talk to anyway. I think this is the third time on the show. So
This is the first time I've had him on the show.
Oh, really?
I know.
Oh,
I know.
wow. That's
I know.
yeah.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal,
I'm
man.
not very nice.
And apparently, just
I'm
so
hilarious.
just
I'm
so
nice.
anybody watching and I guess listening. We may be taken over by a shark at some point of the show. So if things seem weird, apparently we are going to be joined by a shark from Grill 565.
But like a literal shark, you guys. Like he's gonna be in a shark costume.
Yeah. So
Literally
this,
a shark.
even more of a reason you have to watch the YouTube video
Yeah.
now. But he's gonna stop down and I guess talk about some food,
We need
either
a food.
mussels or Brussels sprouts. We couldn't really understand. So
Who the hell knows?
No, like some of us could understand.
okay. Yeah.
But like it's like possibly Brussels sprouts, maybe mussels. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah,
Guess
absolutely.
we're gonna find out.
But next week we have Learn More. Janasi, a comedian who is absolutely hilarious. I'm very excited to have him on. This is my first time talking to him, so I'm excited to see him. I've seen him perform a couple times, and he's hilarious every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, you've seen him, right?
I have. I've seen him at Arcade.
Yeah.
He was on a show that I was on, so he's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have him on. He's a character.
I think I'm on next week too.
Oh, yeah?
I'm
Oh
pretty
my gosh, another one?
I think
Oh,
next
shit,
week,
shit.
and then I think I work the next 2 months, like the 2
Yeah.
Mondays after next week.
Okay, so
If
next
I'm not-
week we have Learn More. The week after we have Kate Hamilton and Dustin Dowling, who's coming on to do a Talking Tech
I'm at,
Double T with Double D segment.
is it
Yes.
Double D? What?
Dustin Dowling.
Oh,
Talking
okay.
Tech
I'm,
with
I'm
Dustin
here.
Dowling.
Okay, I caught up.
Yeah, we call it that because there's 2 T's followed by 2 D's.
Clever.
I like. I was
Yeah.
like, it was like clever. Like it was
Yeah.
good.
Thank you, Shay. Did you
Yeah.
have something to say?
Huh? I'm excited for our show tonight.
Yeah. We all
be a
are.
good show.
I'm excited to see the shark.
Same.
Well, he will be stopping down at any point. So we'll prepare for that. We'll talk to Michelle in 1 second. But before we do that, Danny and I have had a little bit of a week for stand-up a little bit, right?
We have. We went to 2 open mics in 1 week. That's
How about
almost
that, everybody?
unheard of.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Unheard of.
And there were people at one of them, so I don't
one,
want to brag.
not both.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Okay, we had like a personal audience at show number 1.
Okay.
Show number 2
There was like people
kind of like
you didn't know.
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I got to enjoy the first one. It was amazing.
I'm glad you did, Shay.
Yeah, I'm
Shay,
glad
you
you did.
did
You were-
laugh.
you were the
Shay was
audience.
actually a hero. You're an open mic hero.
You are
Because you
were
kind
carrying the crowd.
like when anybody was trying to do any kind of crowd work, you were the only one answering.
Yep.
I'm gonna start like standing next to the ones that don't listen, and then like when someone says I'm gonna laugh, I'm like, oh my god, was that funny? That's what I'm gonna do to the people who don't pay attention.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta get them
And that's how
involved.
we're gonna
yeah.
involve them.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
feel like
Then they'll
there
be
were
afraid
what,
not to pay attention.
two drunk guys.
There was 2 drunk. There was 2.
that was the
were-
audience
yeah.
on Monday.
Yeah, those were the 2 men I think I exclusively spoke to.
Chris literally trashed them halfway through his stand.
I was like, nobody's
amazing.
listening, so I'm just gonna say whatever at this.
It was
fucking point.
hilarious.
It
You
did-
both were
yeah.
fucking hilarious. I loved it.
But Wednesday was very different. Wednesday, Danny, what was your experience? We went to Scarpace's in Mount Washington, right? That was
Yes, it's in Mount
right?
Washington.
Yeah, because I think I walked through a commercial shoot or like a movie
if
shoot.
I don't see
It's
you
very
on TV,
professional.
There were like camera. I mean, yeah, but there were like cops and stuff. I look like a roadie, so I think I got a pass because I had like the hat and I think I wore like a flannel shirt and I have a beard, man.
Okay.
You were
Yeah.
just assumed to be the part of the crew.
Man, I look like I should be carrying a speaker.
Yes.
So I was moving around.
Yes.
There were cops there, but I didn't see anything good, so I didn't know. But
Oh.
it looked like they were wrapping up. But yeah, but we walked over
Is that
there.
the first? That's the first time you've been there.
That was the first time I've been there.
Is that the? What about you, Danny?
That was the first time because I
That was the
usually do my
first time for you?
podcast on Wednesdays.
That's right. But
So-
something got switched up, and and you didn't have to, and you work every other, right, Chris?
Yeah, I work every other Wednesday, and
Oh my
yeah.
god! So when I went to you guys' show on Monday, I had already heard about how great Wednesdays were. Like I was already in the loop. I don't know about you guys, but I was in the loop, and I heard how amazing it was.
You spoke to the people.
I spoke to the people.
From Monday. Yeah,
Gotcha.
So
Shay's a man of the people, man.
She is.
I am. I want to know what you're into. You know what I mean?
I feel like Chris and I are going to get on a good schedule with open mics.
I think
we're going
so,
to
for
coordinate
sure.
some things. We're going to make things work.
Well,
How was Wednesday?
It was fun.
I thought Wednesday went well.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was good for me. I heard it not go well for everybody, so I mean, it didn't
Except for
go
you and
bad
Danny.
for everybody. No, no. It's hard to tell because I mean the people that were paying attention, I got some laughs, but like I was saying, and we'll talk to Corey in the second half because I was actually talking to him about this, like the kind of how do you know when people listening versus not listening versus who
Right.
gives a shit. But yeah, it seemed to go way better than I expected.
How was it?
I had it in my mind that it was going to be shit.
So what kind of place is it? Is it comparable to the place from Monday? Like, where is it just like people just kind of like go to enjoy the place that they're going to, not exactly what's happening, or are they going there because they know it's going to be a comedy show?
I want to say it's a mix.
Okay, so you had
I
more
think it's a
people paying
mix.
attention.
Yeah, like
I think some people were aware beforehand. It wasn't like everybody else where it's like, oh shit, this is going on tonight.
Okay,
Right.
So
Yeah.
people went because they knew what was happening.
Yeah.
That's
There were
huge.
definitely a handful of people, and there were people there later. There were people there actually like involved. I mean, if you got their attention and things, there were definitely some people there, and they were a little bit younger than the other place that we went. But it was different. It felt
definitely.
a lot more 80s than I thought in there. Like it made me want to do cocaine with Al Pacino.
Oh my god, I want
talked
to
about
go.
it.
More than normal.
right.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, man. But
It
yeah.
was cool.
You know what? You want to do the beer of the week, and then we'll talk to Michelle.
Yeah.
Before we get
Let's
interrupted
do
by
it.
a shark at any point. I forgot about that again.
We're on standby for the shark.
We're all gonna
Shark
be
alert.
shocked when
Shark
Shark
alert.
walks in.
So,
Yeah.
yes, everybody can have that, and I'll play the. Whoa.
If I get drunk, well, I'll pass out on the floor now, baby. You won't bother me no more.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
If you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend, and I'll say, I think I have myself a beer.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week, our beer of the week is Knight's Shade from Helltown.
Sounds
Have
like
we all
cliche,
opened it?
And I really like it.
Oh, yeah. Knight's Shay.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never forget the D at the end, Shay.
True.
Have you tasted yours yet, Shay? Because
I
we were
have.
we were
You want me to
discussing
you want me to start?
going
start?
into it. We were talking about what the ABV might be, and I said it's a little bit higher. Now, some of the last ones we've done some IPAs, some other.
I think Shark's coming.
Oh,
Not to
shit.
interrupt you.
I was
guys,
gonna
think
say I
Shark's
saw the way you're.
coming.
Yeah.
I hear.
Do we hear
motion,
dun?
So it's like pretty cool. Like it's called Helltown Brewing. I honestly just
Yeah.
So like it's good. Would I go out and purposely buy it? No. But like if you were to offer me another one right now, I 100% would take it.
All right, Danny, what do you think?
I appreciate a high alcohol content, so I'm a fan of this. I also would love to have this on a T-shirt.
Excellent.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the labels on
So-
Helltown are always interesting.
Love the artwork on it. Honestly, I like it. I think it's good. I would order another one if I was out. I'm going out of bounds.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's a good
is
choice.
out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
out of bounds. I like it. I mean, I like a lot of the ones from Helltown. Helltown is a pretty solid brewery. I agree with Shay. Kind of tastes like 8.5.
Yeah.
Although I'm going,
Okay.
it's not my favorite. Like you were saying, I feel like it kind of lacks a little flavor for
It
what it
does.
is. It tastes
Like-
stronger than it tastes flavorful.
Yes, it tastes
strong.
more like it would be a basic, strong 8%
Yeah.
IPA. Not
And it's
like
not
it's like-
bad. It's honestly
It's
for
not
an
bad.
8.5% beer, it doesn't taste that
Strong.
heavy to me.
I agree.
But it's more of like
Yeah.
it tastes like beer than tastes like something.
Like,
Yeah.
it is smooth, like Danny said, but right now, I can taste it in my, like,
I was
yeah.
gonna say the same. It kind of lingers.
It does
lingers.
linger.
Yeah.
well, it is.
lingers.
It's a double hazy IPA. So
Which
yeah.
I kind of like because, like, you drink, you know, like when you take a shot or like when you drink like your favorite mixed drink or something, it could be a strong mixed drink, but when you drink it down, once you drink it, it's kind of gone. So
Yeah.
then you don't taste anything and you're like, have I even been drinking?
That's exactly how
Where
it is in
this kind
football,
of
man.
lingers, so you're like, I know I'm drinking. I don't have
Right.
to drink it that fucking
That's like
quick.
when you're playing football, you want to catch that ball, you want to get hit. You want to get hit early, man. Get that, get used
Get-
to it.
get-
You got it
yes.
out of your system, man. Now you're ready to go,
Get,
Shay.
get yourself amped
You got that
up.
first one
Get
out?
yourself
Absolutely.
amped up. Yeah.
No, I see I see a fin in the water over there. So I don't
think
know.
I'll sit down.
I'm drowning.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't,
I'm drowning.
Yeah, I think
Maybe slightly
Donna-
blind.
Is this something that we can sit,
Nah,
or
nah.
should we?
Dun.
No, we're gonna do it. Yeah,
Can,
he's coming.
can he sit, or should we move the camera so he can?
Shay, we'll just
Stand.
we got to work it out over there for you, man. Just he can come by you for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you come right
yes.
over here.
We're gonna see how this goes. For everybody listening, we have a shark joining us.
Step there if you-
We have a shark.
Oh my God!
Special
Hi.
guest.
There we go. Oh, crouch down slightly. Crouch down. Oh, there we go. There he goes. Wow.
You made.
This is a new high for the Poor
You
Man's
can't
Podcast.
exactly see, but that's okay. Can you speak?
I can speak.
It's perfect.
Okay, yeah, perfect, Shay. We're just going to need you to hold it up for him.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm good for.
Now, what is the shark doing in these parts in Bellevue? Can you tell us?
Well, I'll tell you what. We are now open for lunch on Friday, Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then if you take a selfie with me, you get free app. You get the zucchini or cauliflower with General Tso's on it. And then you have to bring in the selfie, of course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And only for dine-in.
Oh, well, definitely stop down.
Obviously, dining. You better bring your ass in here and take a picture with the shark.
Obviously.
Get a picture with the shark.
Come in and have a drink.
Absolutely,
Their
man.
drinks
We
are
love Becca.
super
We see
good.
Becca every Monday, man.
Oh yeah, if you don't come in and ask for Becca, then you're fired. Just leave.
Absolutely.
You have to come in for the fish.
Come in for the fish.
You think he's dressed like a shark for no reason?
No, Shay.
Is it a fried fish
Wait,
sandwich?
he's dressed like it? That's not a shark?
No, it's not a fucking shark. Calm down, Chris.
Oh, okay.
What kind of fish is it? Is it fried fish or is it
Yeah, it's fried.
a sandwich?
Hand-breaded.
Okay.
Cod. Beautiful. Food, everything I eat here is out of this world.
Yeah. Now,
Everything I've
Love
ever
it.
eaten here.
yeah. I'm a giant fan of that chick or that meatball.
Meatball
that
sub.
meatball
I was telling
hoagie.
Becca about that earlier.
That meatball sandwich.
Meatballs, oh my God, they're so good. I just had one a little while ago that was freshly made.
So are you guys doing a special fish sandwich kind of thing for Lent coming up, or what's
Well,
going on?
I don't know exactly their lunch special. I know it's a fish sandwich. You do a fish sandwich or fries or mac and cheese, or right, Becca? Or crab mac and cheese.
Right, Becca? Yeah.
Yes.
She's giving us the double thumbs up, man.
Yeah, so that's what we have.
Yeah.
We have
Wow.
excellent food.
We do. They do.
You
Absolutely.
gotta come. Not just you guys, but everybody.
Yeah. We'll stop down. We're at 565 Live downstairs. Stop at the Grill 565 upstairs.
shark
It's
costume
both
come up?
565 Lincoln Avenue.
Customer bought it for me.
And you were just like, I'm wearing it?
I said, I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. What a gift.
Did the customer get free food?
Oh, I might have got. Yeah, he got a free drink. He got a
free now?
Yeah, sure.
Did he see you in the costume?
He did.
Shay,
He
you
was
have to
lovely.
also talk into the microphone.
Did he see you in the
There you go.
costume?
He did. He loved it.
Oh, my God.
That's cool.
Wow.
A
Shay,
customer bought it.
are you an on-the-field news reporter right now?
I'm gonna have
You're
to
doing a
go
great job.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Bring
You're
doing a
him
great
down
job.
here.
You're doing a great job, Shay.
Hey, just so
Gonna go
you
get
know,
Lippy.
on this break, if you take your phone, as long as it's on the Wi-Fi, man, it's still connected. So
You know what I mean?
The gentleman that bought it for me, Lippy.
What's his name?
Lippy.
Lippy.
Lippy?
Why do we call him that?
Well, I don't know, but that's what
Lippy?
I was.
He's a
I was
smart mouth
told
maybe?
is-
We're gonna ask him why his name is Lippy.
all right,
We have
You think
questions.
it's because he has an attitude? Like, why are you being Lippy?
maybe Shay, maybe.
Anybody else have an idea of why he would be called that? You guys just gonna?
I'm open to see what he says.
All right.
Maybe his name is Chap Lippman or whatever, like
Right.
from Doug.
That's rude.
Chap Lippman, man, from the
You
Beats.
think his lips are chapped?
From the
We're
Beats.
gonna find out.
Do you remember
We
the
are gonna
Beats from
find
Doug?
I remember the beats.
Yes, the
anybody-
beats.
We're gonna find out.
Lippy.
It's Lippy. Hey, Lippy.
Hi.
Is that Lippy?
It's
That's
Lippy.
Lippy.
We were in the
shit.
presence.
Oh, okay.
Phil.
Phil.
That's right. That's true.
Hey.
I never even thought to say it, but Lippy did.
It should be Phil, the letter A, and then like Irish O fish.
He
Thanks
said
for
he's not
coming,
going on
Clark.
TV.
Yeah.
He-
Oh, no,
we're
that's
too
fine.
famous for him.
Yeah,
Why'd you buy the
obviously.
shark costume?
Because it's
It's hilarious. Oh, well, obviously, look at him.
Hell yeah.
Is perfect.
He's loving it.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate
him,
it. Is it hot in there or cold?
Oh, it's nice. Very
Is it
nice.
comfortable?
Very comfortable. Airy. The only downfall, I can't smoke cigarettes in here. You know.
Honestly, you could though. If you take one puff, it'll just circulate.
We'll hotbox you in there. for
The
sure,
nicotine
man.
will
Yeah.
circulate in the costume.
I'll hold this cigarette. You see what I mean?
No
Hey,
thumbs.
man.
No thumbs.
You see what I
Can't
mean?
grab
guys?
Yeah, no
things.
thumbs.
This would be difficult to hold
Wow.
this cigarette.
This is,
Well, I
this
guess
is a
I could do
moment.
that if I had to.
See,
Oh boy.
Shay,
You'd be
for,
fine.
Shay, for
Holding
just 50
hands.
cents a month, you can support a shark's nicotine habit. Did you know that?
That's right. That's right. Oh yeah. Cigarettes are $12 a pack. Now it's a little absurd.
Oh,
But how much are your drinks on special?
Well, back on. Where are you?
she left.
She left.
She's gone.
Oh. Well,
I'm
anyway,
the prep call.
You do
Yeah.
a good job. The food we get is delicious here.
for sure. Stop down for that. Now, Michelle, we have some St. Patrick's Day or Irish eats that you have for this month. So do we want to talk a
You
little bit
hanging
about
out
that?
with us, or do
Yeah,
you wanna
sure.
go?
We're gonna talk about some of the Irish pubs here in Pittsburgh
Yeah.
and why there are so many of them, and I'll let you guys know where I found some authentic Irish eats. So if anybody wants to find them for this weekend for the parade or next weekend, then they can head on out.
Absolutely. Thank you.
But so I was just curious. Do you guys know what the? Oh, geez, oh gosh, I'm gonna get crushed by a shark.
Yeah, we have Shay escorting the shark out.
Oh God. There you go. So Pittsburgh's considered one of the most Irish cities in the United States.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Was my guess right?
Only second to Boston. So
I was
you
gonna
guys
say
want to place
probably
a guess
Boston.
percentage-wise what percent of Pittsburgh population considers themselves Irish?
I said 60.
How many? What percent?
Yeah, consider themselves Irish ancestry. in
What
Pittsburgh.
percent?
Yeah, what is it? Do you know?
Oh, what is
We're
the percent?
guessing.
You have a guess,
I'm gonna say 82%.
Chris?
You asked me earlier and you told me the answer.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that.
Yeah.
So if
Did you have a guess before she told you?
I would have guessed way higher.
Oh, okay.
just because? Yeah,
I would have guessed
42.
65%.
It's only 14%, so I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's
Oh.
still 1/5.
Lame.
It's still 1/5 of the population in Pittsburgh. They claim to have Irish ancestry, so it's kind of cool. And a lot of the Irish people settled here in 1846 to 1848 during the first potato famine in Ireland. They came here because they didn't have a job, so they came in. They took the worst jobs possible here, and then the communities built up from there. But Irish food is very heavy in potatoes. It's very starchy because that's what they had over there. That's what they grew. So it's curious because when you go to an Irish pub, you expect to have a good time. You expect to have a Guinness and some beers. But, what kind of food would you expect to have there? Usually it's bar food in Pittsburgh.
Right.
Typically. But a real pub, like an authentic Irish pub, serves no food.
Oh.
What?
Yep.
Oh, it's like snacks, like peanuts and
No,
stuff.
no food at all. So
Nothing.
just booze and beer and an authentic Irish pub. And that's how it was in Ireland. There are actually 7 characteristics of an authentic Irish pub. And the first one, it's named after the owner. And I can attest to that because every single place I went, I met the owner, and the pub's named after them.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's fun. They have a fun-loving publican. A publican, like it sounds like a politician, right? Is the pub owner. A publican.
Publican.
Get it?
Oh, I would have thought it was like a pub, like the public.
Yeah, they're called a publican because that's the bar owner, and lots of times they're behind the bar serving drinks. They're not always at home like waiting. They only serve alcohol, no food, and the pubs were for the working class. Thus, pub meaning public as opposed to a private bar or a private place.
Oh.
Yep. They all have a low-key atmosphere, laid back. They want it to be, neighborhood-oriented, traditional decor, whatever that means. I saw all kinds of decor this week, including dollar store decor and shamrocks. But I also saw some really cool things hanging on walls in the restaurants. And they don't want any blow-ins coming in, so they don't want people from outside that area coming in, tourists, travelers. They want the neighborhood people coming in enjoying their pub.
Okay.
So technically, I guess you could say I didn't go to any Irish pubs for this, but I did find some really, really good food. And I'm going to give you my top 4 places to find some really good Irish food, and they're all going to have really good parties this week too.
Absolutely.
Right.
So let's begin with number 4.
So number 4 is, which one is it? Siebes
Yes.
Pub. It's up on Babcock Boulevard and North Hills, and it's family owned. It's a great little pub. They have a little catering area. They do have a nice, authentic Irish menu, but they also have a lot of pub food. They have salads and they have burgers. If you're not into that, whenever I went, is the picture up, Chris?
It's up for everybody watching right now. Yes.
So when I went there, I just chose from the Irish menu because that was my goal, and I did their Guinness beef stew, which is just great. Beef stew in a little crock. It had big giant chunks of carrots. It had potatoes, and the beef was so soft it just melted in your mouth. It was really nice chunks of beef, and it had a nice pastry top on top where they highlighted it with a little tiny shamrock, which I thought was nice. They make the pastry crust there, and they make everything fresh. And then I also had the shepherd's pie.
You have to, right?
You have
I feel
to.
like that's the only really good Irish food.
You
I've
have
actually never
I'm
had
Irish
shepherd's
and
pie.
I hate Irish food, which is
like
why I'm
shepherd's
interested
pie?
to see where to go.
you
I
like-
love shepherd's pie.
Okay. I've never had it.
Yeah.
I actually don't
We
even
went to
have-
the Irish festival last
I
year.
know.
You didn't have
I
any?
didn't have it.
Oh yeah.
You got to try it. You got to
both
try
had
it.
some drinks,
But
though.
if you're gonna have shepherd's
Auntie.
pie, do it at this place, because the unique thing about this restaurant and a couple of the other ones is you can put a review right on their Facebook page or right on their web page, so you don't have to guess. If people came in and had a good experience, they're putting it right on their page. So their shepherd's pie, they use ground beef. It can either be ground beef, ground lamb, or a mix. They use ground beef, which is the traditional way to make it, and this is probably the best. The most authentic Irish, I know I've said that like 6 times now, Irish shepherd's pie you could probably find in the Pittsburgh area. And it's loaded up with a giant glob of house-made mashed potatoes and covered in cheddar cheese.
Oh, that looks so good.
So another thing they have there, which is I think is kind of cool, is they have like a Guinness tasting where they have like a little board, like if you would go to a wine tasting for flights, and they put like an Irish whiskey on that and Guinness, and that's not a special. They're doing that all the time now. And another thing, they're having, the parade is this coming Saturday. They're fully on expecting the bagpipers to show up there at some point to play at their pub.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I
Yeah.
went to a bar and like I think it was on the border of like us in West Virginia, and the bagpipe players were there, and I went over and played with them. I think I have a video of it.
You
It's
played with the bagpipes or you played with the guys?
no both. Honestly, we all know who I am.
Playing the bagpipe means something completely different to Shay.
Yeah.
No, but that is exactly what I mean. At least this is the only time I will ever actually mean that.
That's funny.
I have a video of it. It was like so much fun.
They're
We'll,
they're a
we'll
lot
have
of
to
fun.
post it with this if you find
Yeah.
it, Shay.
So much fun.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll be able to find a video
I want to
yourself.
see it.
Make sure you tag us.
I can find it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like I said, I highly recommend Steve's Pub. It's family run. I met the owner. I met his wife. I met their kids, their grandkids. They
my
were
God.
the whole family was there working, making everything fresh. So it's a very nice family place.
All right.
So the number 3 spot to find Irish food is not necessarily a pub per se, but I included it. It's called the Pub Chip Shop.
yes.
And the reason I included it is because it's owned by the same people who own Piper's in the South Side, which is currently closed, but they are reopening soon, and they're going to have this stuff on the menu when they reopen.
Okay.
So you can eat there. There's a small table inside the Pub Chip Shop. Where
They
you
have a
can-
food truck too, don't they?
They do. They
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
food truck. I've not seen
I
it
had it over at the farmers market in Bellevue
recently.
over the summer.
Okay,
Or-
so
yeah.
I've never seen the truck. I know that they have one, but they have about 4 chairs, and you can sit there. It's right in the South Side if you want to eat there. But it was a huge takeout business, and I have to say before I forget, they make their own bread there. They make their own
Okay.
biscuits there, and they make donuts there. And their donuts are so freaking popular that they sell out immediately in the morning. While I was sitting there, every single person that walked in asked for the donuts that were already sold out.
Wow.
Every single one. So now it's my goal, my personal goal is to go down and find out why the donuts are so popular.
Yeah.
So that'll be like maybe another show. But whenever I was there, I couldn't pass up. They have these cute little meat pies, and you can see you can't, for reference, that's about the size of a softball in circumference.
Oh, okay.
So they were nice and they were small. They had that cute little star on top. If it was a shamrock, that would have just made it even better.
Very
I had the
festive.
Yeah, what
chicken.
the fuck?
And chicken meat pie. It was chicken and vegetables, and the gravy was nice and thick. There were tons of carrots in there, peas. It was delicious. They also had a beef one, and they had a beef and cheddar one, and they had a couple different ones like a tiki masala, which I don't know if I'm on board with that, but everything was handmade there. So they hand press those pies every day. And they also I got the Scotch eggs there. And you guys know what a Scotch egg is?
It looks
No.
absolutely disgusting.
So
I would absolutely eat that.
it's so I think they're delicious.
What's
So-
around it?
So it's
Like a biscuit.
It's a sausage wrapped hard boiled egg. So you get
sausage.
it's sausage. So their sausage was regular mild sausage, but you can make it with any sausage you want if you're making them at home. And that one was coated with the breadcrumbs, and then it was deep fried. So the trick is to not overcook that yolk. So when they originally cook the egg, you want to make sure that hard boiled egg yolk is a little bit soft.
Yeah.
And these were really good. They served it with a hot Bloody Mary sauce, or hot bloody sauce they called it, which was a really spicy, yummy sauce. But it's
Okay.
delicious. You can have these for breakfast. There's quite a few places in Pittsburgh that sell those, and you can make them at home too. They're super easy. I make them in the oven. I bake them, but I don't put the breading on it.
Okay.
And then finally, I had to have their haddock sandwich. So that's the beer battered haddock sandwich, and they put it on a bap, which is another word for their British bun or Scottish bun, and it's just like a soft, pillowy sandwich bun. And the reason it's different is because they use lard.
Oh,
Or lots of butter to make it soft. And it was
looks good.
delicious. Everything I had there was delicious. I didn't want to leave them off the list just because they didn't have beer. But if you're going to order from them for St. Patrick's Day, I would definitely order early and let them know in advance because you're going to have to pick it up.
oh, okay. All
So
right.
delicious.
Let's go to number 2.
So number 2, and this is a little bit out of the way, but this is Patrick's Pub and Grill, and it's out in Moon Township. And I also met the owner there. They've got all kinds of fun stuff going on. After the parade, they're having a DJ. They've got this great outside area with outdoor seating and cornhole for the kids. They're also going to do that all the way through the week to St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
the party.
wow.
And another unique thing about this place is they do catering as well. So if you dream of having Irish food at your wedding or your graduation, they'll do trays of corned beef and cabbage, and it's really nice. And that's how they're doing their food for this coming week and all the festivities. Yeah. But whenever I went there, by the time I got to there, I was ready to try something different. So I did try the top left there. Those are Irish nachos. And I was really confused. What's an Irish nacho? I asked the bartender, I'm like, why is it Irish? She's like, oh. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going with the flow here because they looked really good. Yeah. And so it's a Devonshire cheddar cream sauce on top of waffle fries with hot jalapenos and tomatoes. Oh my god! And it was so good. And because they're waffle fries, that sauce kind of dripped down in between the openings in the waffle fries, so it kind of coated everything. And I asked the owner, like, why is this Irish nachos? He's like, because it's potatoes. Okay. I was like, okay, I get on board with that. Right. So I had the nachos, and those were so. I would definitely go back. I was licking the bowl for that cream sauce that was in there. I had the Reuben fritters. And you can see those are at the bottom. And that is corned beef, sauerkraut, and Swiss cheese molded into a ball. And then they panko coated it and deep fried them. And it was served with a honey mustard sauce. You don't like that?
No, I don't like one part of that.
No, you don't like corned beef?
I can smell that picture. And it's just...
I would eat.
I mean, go to Patrick's. I've been to Patrick's Pub. Patrick's Pub is cool.
So fun.
Although I did get in an argument because my girlfriend, I ordered fries there. I'm sorry, this is all I could think about the entire time. I ordered fries there, and they came, and she immediately seasoned my fries.
Your girlfriend
Why are you seasoning my fries? If you want to steal my fries, I know you're going to. I already know. I've accepted that. My soul is broken on that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Take them, put them on your plate, and you season to your liking, man. Why do you have to season my fries to your liking?
Oh my gosh,
it's bullshit, man.
Was it good or
was
gross?
Your bad experience?
I don't remember, man. I was offended.
You're so pissed about the fries.
Yeah, man. I couldn't enjoy anything at that point.
You didn't get the nacho fries?
I don't remember.
But then you could tell her they're nacho fries.
Oh,
fries,
oh
fries.
shit.
Okay, I'm done. Drop the mic.
See ya.
See, I'm done. Actually got
Don't
up
worry
and
about
left. That would have been the most epic thing I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
We would have turned it off and just been done.
So I did order an entree there. I ordered the bangers and mash because I'd been craving that the entire time I've been working on this podcast for you guys. And the bangers is a traditional Irish sausage, and it's on top of a bed of house-made mashed potatoes, super creamy, with a really deep, rich gravy, onion gravy sauce. And it was really good. It was 2 meals. There was so much food there. There was enough for 2 meals, and I ended up taking that home. But again, highly recommend them for the parties coming up this next couple weeks.
Yeah. That I will get on board with. Like I said, mashed potatoes with gravy and just if you just throw like potatoes and meat together and just throw it, as long as it's not corned beef.
You're gonna hate my next one then.
I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah.
We're gonna love it.
I know I hate the one, but okay, I'll let you go.
Okay, so my number one pick for partying Irish and Irish food is Riley's Poorhouse, which is in Carnegie. I also met the owner there. I had a really good conversation with him about Irish descendants and where they came here in Pittsburgh and where they lived and the parties that they had. And it was just a really lovely experience. But they had they had the leaky soup, which is a chicken soup, but it's barley based instead of noodle based. And it was so good, I actually took an extra one and took it home with me because it was just like a really rich chicken broth. It had some vegetables in there, celery, everything you would expect in a chicken noodle soup, but it was barley in there instead. And then I had the Colcannon, which is the picture at the bottom, and that is a house-made mashed potato that they mix with really well-cooked cabbage. And then they top with cheddar cheese.
So that's different than the other. I thought that was like the before and the after, like it was a onion soup, and you like.
I see that. I can see that. Yeah, because it's the same kind of crock. But the top one's a soup. And maybe it's not the best picture to show. And
the picture's fine. I'm stupid. I mean, you can clearly tell they're two different things, but I have it in my mind like they're the same thing just because it's the same dish.
I can just tell you, I've never eaten more potatoes in a month in my entire life. So I'm gonna have to go like on a fast, I think, after this and completely detox from potatoes because now like all I'm thinking about is like French fries and mashed potatoes and all the good stuff. But Riley's Poorhouse is known for their Reuben, and so that's what I had. It is, if you don't know what a Reuben is, it's corned beef with melted Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, and it's on a marbled rye bread. Sometimes it's toasted, and some kind of Thousand Island dressing. And of course, that's both halves of it. I'm holding it in my hand, and I almost lost it. It was so thick. There's so much meat on that thing. It's so delicious. You don't like that either, do you?
No.
I think it looks fucking delicious.
It looks good for people who are adults.
Yeah, Chris eats like one of his children.
That's
It's not his fault.
I told you, Shay, I eat based on convenience and how long it takes. I eat
fair.
microwaved and canned things because it's the fastest.
Talking about eating, I can't wait to try that piece of the flatbread.
Yeah.
I'm smelling all that food over there. Anyway, so this came with a side. So I had tater tots, which lasted us for like 4 days at my house. The tater tots, because there were so many of them.
Wait,
But
which one is tater tots?
the Reuben that came with.
Okay, with tater tots.
With tater
okay.
tots, yeah. So so many tater tots, like a week's worth. Of
I would
tater
have
tots.
devoured.
Yeah. At least
Very
4
good.
days.
So I had a great experience. But these 4 places have some traditional Irish food for you guys. But you're not going to go wrong at any Irish pub. It's every one of them is going to have a party on Saturday after the parade, and probably next Friday too for St. Patrick's Day itself. But strongly recommend these places check out.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Definitely check all that out. Michelle, before we take a break, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Just because we were talking about potatoes, what is the best form of a potato?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Oh, interesting.
Like just like with butter, like you just like them like how they come cooked, or do you want to like
super creamy with gravy, and maybe extra cream in that, maybe some chives on top or
Do
green
they
onions.
have to have gravy on it?
No, it doesn't have to have
Okay,
gravy. Maybe
all
just a
right.
stick. Maybe just a pat of butter. Maybe just a pat of butter.
What do you think, Chris? What's your favorite way of potato?
See, a lot of people like to dance around it and try to be fancier than they are and say, "Oh, I like au gratin potatoes or whatever." Okay, you know how to
cool.
say it. Sick.
Okay.
Just the French fry, man. The French fry. How do you go wrong with the French fry?
Regular, like steak fry, regular French fry, curly fry, waffle
If you
fry.
cook a steak fry the right way, they're good. But a lot of people they don't
and it's
cook
disgusting.
evenly. I think a curly fry is underrated, man. A curly fry is
curly
delicious,
fries are
man.
fucking
I
bomb.
love curly fries.
I like a curly
I don't
fry.
think
honestly.
I've ever had someone cook a curly fry wrong.
Unless you go, good call. Unless you have poutine, which is one of my favorite things, man.
Yeah.
You do the little. I like a thinner fry, a little crispier one, because it goes with the gravy, and you need the
cheese
green
curds.
onion, man. You need the green
the
onion,
cheese-
Michelle.
Yeah, but
you
like,
know it. Cheese
I
curds.
tried your poutine years ago at Kelly's, and I've never forgotten it because the first
Kelly's
time
poutine's not poutine.
it was not good. Like,
Speaking of
I've
Irish
never
pubs.
heard of it. I've never had it, so I will never forget it.
Yeah.
Now we go to the standard, order that with pulled pork. I eat some of his. It's
The
the
bomb.
best thing I've ever had.
Well, the one at the one is like cheese curds with Guinness gravy on top of whatever the hell we just defrosted. The other one is just like they put a little bit more effort into it.
So good.
But it is what it is. I mean, it's more of a restaurant versus a bar versus.
And
a
I
restaurant,
actually
you know?
am not a fan of gravy.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Surprisingly.
Oh.
We'll have to
I
talk
know.
about that on the
Poutine.
break because it sounds
Yeah.
super interesting.
Wow.
Poutine, at least poutine at standard.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
for sure.
But I don't like soup. I hate soup. It's like a soup.
It's known
just like I
about you,
want it.
man. Anti-soup Shay.
Oh no.
Michelle, where can everybody find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at Pittsburgh Foodie Girls, at Pittsburgh_foodie_girls. And I'm going to have a lot of these pictures up, coming this week. And I've also been sharing the time schedules for these restaurants and their entertainment for the coming week too.
Oh,
as well.
that's nice. That's very nice.
They're in my story. I've been rotating through those. So I think I even copied you guys on
Yeah.
that.
No, yeah, I think I
Cool.
posted it. Yeah, that's the one with all the shamrocks.
Yep.
It was green. Yeah.
Very good. Hey,
There we
thank
go,
you.
man. Let's
Thank
hit.
you.
Let's hit the applause.
Hey, I can do applause then.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Applause, baby.
We're gonna take a very quick break. We're gonna come back with Corey Brennan, and then we'll have the new news with Danny Kaufman as well. I see the neon card, so we don't want to waste that.